Today we are going to Humberto Delgado Airport in Lisbon. I'm really excited for this airport. It's a single runway setup again, and that's always intense. Today's challenge is 1 hour and 10 minutes. Can I make it through without any mistakes? Stay tuned to find out.
This is Humberto Delgado Airport, informally known as Lisbon Airport. With more than 35 million passengers per year, it is the 12th busiest airport in Europe in terms of passenger traffic and the busiest single runway airport in mainland Europe. The airport is the main hub of Portugal's flag carrier, Air Portugal, and a hub for Ryanair and EasyJet. Humberto Delgado has a single runway, runway 02, and to the opposite direction, runway 20. The runway is 3.7 kilometers long, equaling about 12,000 feet. Welcome to Humberto Delgado Airport in Lisbon, Portugal.
Welcome to Humberto Delgado Airport in Lisbon, Portugal. It's a one runway show. Here we go. Air Portugal 16 Alpha Lima, pushback approved, expect runway 02. So let me explain a little bit about the strategy. We do have runway 02 in use. That means the planes arrive over the sea to land from the south towards north, and we have the takeoffs also obviously from the same runway. And then if you look at the map of the airport, this is the layout. We do have first pushback already here, and they need to taxi to runway 02. And these taxi routings are a bit difficult to manage maybe here. I find that this airport has a very unique style and very unique layout in terms of the taxiways and terminal. This is my first time playing this airport, so obviously there are new things to me. I need to figure out how this airport really works, but I'm so excited to play this airport. I hope you're excited to watch me play it, because this is, single runway setups, they're always very intense. Other reason I'm so excited about playing in Lisbon Humberto Delgado is the fact that I was just there myself in real life, and it's going to get hectic and busy. This is one of the busiest time slots in Lisbon. Let's go. Europa 31 Quebec Juliet, pushback approved, expect runway 02. Air Portugal 16 Alpha Lima, runway 02. So let's direct them to the end of the runway here. We can also use this this November 2. We could use Papa for smaller aircraft. But November 2 and Mike 5 are the ones that we mostly are going to use, so if this Mike 5 is getting jammed, then we need to use November 2 also. We have first arrival, yes we do. Air Portugal 68 Juliet Papa, runway 02, clear to land.
Runway 02, clear to land. Air Portugal 68 Juliet Papa.
So what we're going to do is that, because we play the single runway setup, we don't want to give all the planes landing clearances because we do have departures. So we are going to give them only landing clearances in the last minute when the departed airplane has cleared the runway. This, however, is such a long way apart. We do get to let them clear to land, and we might even be able to send this first plane for the departure before they arrive, so there should be no problem for that. Air Portugal 16 Alpha Lima, runway 02, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. So we can send because they are far enough for this. Well over 5 miles away still, so no worries there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Here they come. Nice. Wouldn't you agree? Europa 31 Quebec Juliet, runway 02.
Runway 02, Europa 31 Quebec Juliet.
Ryanair 65 Yankee Echo, pushback approved, expect runway 02. Capital Jet. Capital Jet, are you kidding me? Are you a capital jet? Apparently you are a
Lisbon
capital
Tower,
jet.
Air Portugal 1902 on final 02.
Capital Jet 622 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 02. No, KLM. That's not a KLM plane. God damn. The first arrival to Humberto Delgado, Lisbon.
Lisbon ground, Ryanair 65 Yankee Echo ready to taxi.
Ryanair ready to taxi, catch you. Welcome to Humberto Delgado in Lisbon. Spoilers up. They should be exiting here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Where are they going? Parking. Where do they want to park? They want to park over there, somewhere there. Okay. Air Portugal. What was it? Air Portugal 68 Juliet Papa. Taxi to terminal. What routing do they want to take?
Air Portugal 68
Yeah.
Juliet Papa.
That should give me no problems. Ryanair was ready to taxi. Do we have the next plane? Is still far enough, so let's send this one. Europa 31 Quebec Juliet, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Ryanair 65 Yankee Echo, runway 02. Let's send them to the
Runway
runway.
02, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude
We
1000,
have a few planes
contact
on
departure.
approach.
Europa 31 Quebec
What about this
Juliet.
capital jet?
Runway 02, Ryanair 65 Yankee Echo.
Capital Jet 622 Heavy. Pushback approved, I expect runway 02.
Pushback
we
approved,
only
expect runway
Give them
02.
clearance to land after
Capital
the
Jet
Europa has
622
taken
Heavy.
off.
Lisbon Tower, Speedbird 56 Hotel Romeo 1, final 02.
Speedbird on final. If they're taxiing over there, that should give no problems to us.
Air Portugal 1926 with information India requesting push and start.
We have another pushback request, okay. Air Portugal 1926, pushback approved, expect runway 02.
Pushback approved, expect
Taking
runway
off,
02.
then take off roll.
Air Portugal
We have
1926.
plenty of time before the next arrival. No worries. Yet. Everything is going according my plan. So far. Do you think I'm going to make this challenge? It's 1 hour 10 minutes. It's a new airport. Totally new to me. Only single runway. I hope I can do it. Why don't you root for me? And if you want to really root for me, then also hit the like button, because that's rooting for me also. We're taking off. It's nice, we have Ryanair coming up, but let's give landing clearance. This instance, Air Portugal 1902, runway 02, clear to land. Why do you have 02s and
Runway
02s?
02, clear to land. Air Portugal 1902.
Air Portugal 1902. Don't you think it's confusing that your call sign is 1902 and you're landing to runway 02?
Negative. Him in the air. Air
Negative.
Portugal
Him in the air.
1902.
Lisbon ground. Capital
Negative.
Jet 622 Heavy ready to taxi.
Capital Jet ready to taxi.
Lisbon ground. Air Portugal
Portugal, ready to
1926
taxi.
ready to taxi.
After day, we sent the next plane. Ryanair 65 Yankee Echo. Runway 02. No, what is this call sign? Come on. Ryanair 65 Yankee Echo. Runway 02. Line up behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 02. Line up behind next landing aircraft. Ryanair 65 Yankee Echo.
Lisbon Tower,
That's
Air
fine.
Portugal 238 Heavy on final 02.
Capital Jet 622 Heavy Runway 02. What is the routing
Runway
that they are
02.
going to take?
Capital Jet 622 Heavy.
That's absolutely fine. Air Portugal 1926 Runway 02.
Runway 02.
We
Air
should be
Portugal
exiting.
1926.
Exiting the runway pretty soon, I think. Probably here.
Lisbon ground. Air Portugal
so.
562 with information
Yeah.
India requesting push and start.
Alright, exiting the runway, so let's send. Ryanair 65 Yankee Echo, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Let's send them.
Runway 02.
How close are they? They are actually quite close.
1000.
Let's see.
Contact
Yeah,
departure.
they are
Ryanair
close.
65
This is what
Yankee
I'm-
Echo.
This is what I was telling you about, that these single runway setups can be quite intense. Look at this. They just started the takeoff roll and Speedbird is already here. Come on. Come on, Ryanair. Get a move on. Can't you go in faster? We so need to clear them soon. Speedbird 56 Hotel Romeo. They rotated. Speedbird 56 Hotel Romeo, runway 02, cleared to land. Yeah. Cutting it pretty close, but
Cleared to land. Speedbird 56 Hotel Romeo.
Air Portugal 1926. Air Portugal 1926, runway 02, line up and wait. Let's land them up.
Negative. Invalid target. Air
Invalid
Portugal
target.
1902.
Is the next
Runway
plane
02.
close?
Line up
Not
and
too
wait.
close yet.
Air Portugal 1926.
We need to get this to terminal. Air Portugal 1902, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal.
Where
Air
are they
Portugal
going actually?
1902.
Going over there, okay, that should not be a problem. And then Speedbird has landed, okay, and they're exiting the runway now. Air Portugal 1926, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Let's send these
Runway
guys,
02.
and we
Clear
have
for
the next
takeoff on
plane
reaching
on
altitude
approach, quite close,
1000,
but
contact departure.
not too
Air
close.
Portugal 1926.
We have two new pushback requests. Air Portugal A32, pushback
Air Portugal 832.
Air Portugal A32. Command property error, would you come on?
Lisbon Tower, Swiss 7 Golf Alpha on final 02.
Final. Air Portugal 832, pushback approved, expect runway 02. Would you come on?
Pushback
Air Portugal
approved, expect runway
562,
02.
pushback approved,
Air
expect
Portugal
runway
832.
02.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 02. Air Portugal.
Air Portugal
562.
238, heavy runway 02, cleared to land. Speedbird 56 Hotel Romeo, taxi to terminal. And where is your terminal,
Runway
may I
02.
ask?
Clear to land.
It's over
Air
there.
Portugal 238 Heavy.
Taxi to terminal. Speedbird 56 Hotel Romeo.
Let's go over there. We could have directed them via Tango or Yankee or what is this?
Lisbon
It's probably
ground. Air
Tango.
Portugal 832 with information India. Requesting push and start.
And we have a Swiss on approach, but they're quite far, I think. Yeah, not that far. Okay, send the next one. Capital Jet 622 Heavy, runway 02, line up and wait. Let's land it.
Runway 02,
Heavy is landing.
line up and wait. Capital Jet 622 Heavy.
Swiss is on approach. They should be ready to taxi soon. They should be ready to taxi soon. Yeah, the departures. Nice. Everything is flowing smoothly. I love this airport. This is... I think it's really beautiful. Lisbon is really beautiful. It's hilly. There are a lot of hills. It's on the hillside. This airport has some elevation compared to the sea level. So the planes approach here over the sea.
Lisbon ground, Air Portugal 832
Still
ready
land
to taxi.
on a higher plane than the sea level.
562
Capital
ready
Jet
to taxi.
622 Heavy, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway
These are
02,
vacated.
cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude
Where are
1000,
they going?
contact departure. Capital
Right
Jet
there.
622 Heavy.
Air Portugal 238 Heavy, taxi to terminal. Air Portugal 562, runway 02 at November 2. Air Portugal 832, runway 02. Okay, so now, because they are here, it's easier to guide them to November 2, and these we can guide to the end of the runway. I think that's easier that way. So they have passed, we can push these
Air
back.
Portugal 832.
They are going there and they are going there, so yeah. After that we can push these back. No worries there.
Lisbon ground. Air Portugal 1014 with information
They
India.
should be rotating, yeah,
Push
they
and start.
rotated just now.
Lisbon Tower. Emirates 3 Mike Victor Heavy on final 02.
Look at it. There they go. Nice. Swiss 7 Golf Alpha, runway 02, clear to land. We have Emirates Heavy on
Runway
approach.
02,
Nice.
to land. Swiss 7 Golf Alpha.
Okay, so let's line these up after the next landing aircraft. Air Portugal 562, runway 02, line up behind next landing aircraft. Every once in a while this is nice playing these single runway setups, because it's very different from the multi-runway setups. The first time I played single runway setup was Gatwick, so if you haven't seen my Gatwick episode, go check that out. That was intense. I really enjoyed that one. I'm really enjoying this one as well. We have a Swiss on approach, they're really close already. We do have the pushback we can give. Air Portugal 1014, pushback approved, expect runway 02. Yeah, beautiful.
Pushed back approved. Expect runway 02. Air Portugal 1014.
So, have you been to Portugal? Have you been to Lisbon? And if you have, did you like it? I was just there and it was really beautiful. Lisbon was such an amazing city. It was really beautiful and unique. I enjoyed it, and a strong recommendation to travel to Lisbon if you're thinking
Lisbon Tower, Air Portugal
where to go on
10,
holiday.
on final 02.
It's a nice destination, definitely. They're vacating the runway soon, the Swiss, and we can clear these to depart. Yep, they're vacating here. Air Portugal 562, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Cleared
The
for takeoff.
Emirates Heavy
On
on
reaching
approach.
altitude 1000, contact departure.
What
Air
else?
Portugal 562.
Yeah, and there are a lot of planes on approach. There's not much between those two planes, so maybe we
Lisbon
hold on a
ground.
bit.
Air Portugal 1014.
Hold on a bit with
ready to
these
taxi.
departures then, I guess. Air Portugal 1014, runway 02 at November 2. Swiss 7 Golf Alpha, runway 02. Come on, runway 02.
Negative. I'm arrival.
Negative.
Swiss 7 Golf Alpha.
Swiss 7 Golf Alpha. I'm aware you're a rival. Come on, give me a break. Swiss 7 Golf Alpha, taxi to terminal.
Negative. I'm arrival. Swiss 7 Golf Alpha.
Swiss 7 Golf Alpha. Don't give me negative. I'm in no mood for negative. Get a hold of yourself and taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Swiss 7 Golf Alpha. Negative. I'm arrival.
Negative.
Swiss 7 Golf
Come
Alpha.
on. Emirates 3 Mike Victor Heavy, runway 02, clear to land.
Runway 02, clear to land. Emirates
Where's
3 Mike
the
Victor
Swiss
Heavy.
going? Is
Lisbon
going.
Tower, French Sun
over there.
7642
Okay.
on final 02.
That's fine. Let's look at the Emirates approach from this angle. Approach and landing. Here they come. Nice. Really nice. We do have Swiss plane returning here. We have the next plane on approach. Quite close already. Emirates has landed successfully. Let's see. Air Portugal 1031, runway 02, clear to land. Yeah,
Runway
I'm guessing
02,
these need to wait a
clear
bit.
to land. Air Portugal 1031.
Emirates 3 Mike Victor Heavy, taxi to terminal. Let's see
Taxi
what
to
is the
terminal.
place. Okay,
Emirates
it's
3
there.
Mike Victor
I think
Heavy.
we can push these back still. Air Portugal 89 Whiskey Papa, pushback approved, expect runway 02. They are going where
Pushback
exactly?
approved,
There.
expect runway
Okay, so
02.
they need to wait a
Air
bit.
Portugal 89 or Whiskey Papa.
Alpine 7693, standby. Emirates going home, we have Air Portugal landing. Everything is going according my plan. Do you know who let the rebels know the location of the seal generator? It was I! You knew it. You probably knew it. It was I. Yeah. How close is the next one? That's pretty close still. Constant stream of arrivals. We need to figure out a slot to squeeze in some takeoffs, but maybe not this one. Oh my god, let's see what's going on here. They pushed back this way. Just hoping that.
Lisbon ground.
Yeah, this should be
Air Portugal
fine.
89 or Whiskey Papa ready to
It's a
taxi.
taxi. Let's wait them home. I don't want any shenanigans here. So they can come home first. It's fine. Wow, what is this plane? Don't remember this call sign. It's French Sun. Ah, they called a couple of minutes ago. I forgot. French Sun 7642, runway 02, clear to land.
Runway
Both planes
02,
still need to
clear to
wait.
land. French Sun 7642.
Alpine 76993, pushback approved, expect runway 02. KLM 90 Zulu, pushback approved, expect runway 02.
Pushback approved, expect runway 02.
You going?
Alpine 76903.
Going over
Pushback
there.
approved, expect runway 02. KLM 90 Zulu.
Air Portugal 1031. Taxi to terminal. Hold shaft of Lima 1.
Taxi to terminal. Hold short of taxi.
I gave them
Air
hold short of
Portugal 1031.
command, just in case, because the
Lisbon
Alpine
Tower,
is
Air
there, so
Portugal 88 Tango
I don't
Mike,
want anything
final
bad to
02.
happen. It's a precautionary measure. Air Portugal 89 Whiskey Papa, runway 02 at November 2.
Runway 02 at November 2. Air Portugal 89 or Whiskey Papa.
Maybe this is something we need to also be aware of.
Ground. KLM
they don't run into
90
these
with
guys.
information, India. Requesting push and start.
Air Portugal 89 Whiskey Papa, hold short of uniform 2. Let's give them them hold short of command,
Hold
just
short
in
of
case.
taxiway uniform 2.
Air Portugal 9-3 Lima Papa, runway 02, clear to land. Alpine 7693, runway 02 at November 2.
Taxi.
They held short, so I gave them hold of short of command because I want these to go
Ground radio
first.
check. How do you read? Air Portugal 832.
Portugal A32 is asking already what's taking so long. Air Portugal 89 Whiskey Papa, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Air Portugal 89 Whiskey Papa.
Let's ask them to line up behind this one. Air Portugal 832, runway 02, lined up behind next landing aircraft. So that they don't
Runway
get too
02.
impatient.
Line up behind next landing aircraft. Air Portugal 832.
KLM 90 Zulu, runway 02. Air Portugal 1031, continue taxi. French Sun 7642, taxi to terminal. Where is the terminal?
Taxi
May
to
I
terminal.
ask?
French Sun 7642.
So there, okay. Interesting. Air Portugal 243 Uniform Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 02. They should be vacating and we can send. They're quite close. Air Portugal 832, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 02. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Air Portugal 832.
Air Portugal 1014, runway 02, line up behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 02. Line up behind next landing aircraft. Air Portugal
It's
10.
busy, but I feel I'm doing a good job. I feel I have everything under control. They're really close though. Yep, this is cutting it close, but I think I should be fine. They should be rotating any second now. They're already over there, they're rotating.
Lisbon ground.
Now I
Echo
think, yep,
uniform
I
Papa
can clear them.
421 ready to taxi.
Air Portugal 88 Tango Mike, runway 02, cleared to land. Beautiful.
Runway 02. Clear to land. Air
No
Portugal
worries
88
there.
Tango
They
Mike.
should be lining up after them. They're ready to taxi. I think these are not interfering with
Lisbon
anyone.
ground. Alpine 45 Echo Zulu with
That's
information
fine.
India. Requesting push and start.
Echo Uniform Papa 421, runway 02 at November 2. Air Portugal 243 Uniform Heavy, runway 02 via Tango 1.
Runway 02
That's
via
beautiful.
Tango 1. Air Portugal 243 Uniform Heavy.
We can send this one.
Tower, Air Portugal.
Air Portugal 1014, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway
far away.
02. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching
Alpine
altitude
7693, runway
1000,
02, line up
departure.
and wait.
Air Portugal 1014.
Alpine 45 Echo Zulu, pushback approved, expect runway 02. They're going over there and they're going over here. Okay, that's not a problem. I was worried a second that these would run into each other, but well, no worries there. They're on different taxiways. They go there and these ones go here on Tango, so no worries there. Air Portugal 88 Tango Mike, taxi to terminal. Where's the terminal?
Taxi to terminal. Air Portugal
It's
88
over there.
Tango
Okay,
Mike.
that is not a problem either. They're going over there though, so I guess we wait them home before we let these guys taxi. We can send. Alpine 763, no. Alpine 7693, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Closest the next one on approach, it's a heavy.
On reaching altitude
Soon
1000.
on a 5 mile
Contact
radius, so
departure.
yep,
Alpine 76903.
no time to
Tower,
line up
Air
another
Portugal
plane
1013
here.
on final 02.
Lisbon ground. Alpine 45 Echo Zulu ready to taxi.
Alpine 45 Echo Zulu, stand by. stand them by because
Stand by. Alpine
we
45
do have
Echo
these
Zulu.
guys coming home here, so let's get them home first before we let them taxi. It should be not a problem at all. This is nice airport. This layout is really unique. Really unique layout. And it's such a different feeling playing single runway setup. With this kind of, this is still quite a busy airport, at least for a single runway airport. So I think this hour should have over 40 airplane movements. So that's a lot for a single runway because, you know, it like 50 or 60 is really busy already, like in a multi-runway setup. So definitely it's nothing too easy, this one. But maybe at some point I could crank it up and load a custom schedule which is really busy and come back here. Let's see how I do then. If I load like 50 or 60 airplane movements and see how that might be. That would be interesting. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that custom schedule with a lot busier setup for this airport or another airport as well. So please let me know what would you like to see. I will take consideration. The ones that get voted a lot I will prioritize. Not making any definite promises, but please let me know and I'll see what I can do. Alpine 45 EG Zulu, runway 02. Alpine 45 Echo Zulu, runway 02. Air Portugal 3961 Heavy, runway 02, clear to land. Air Portugal 3961 Heavy, go around, contact departure.
Your arrival gate is occupied. Alpine 45 Echo Zulu.
I forgot
Runway
to
02. Alpine
clear them to
45 Echo
land.
Zulu.
I had to send them go around.
Altitude is low. Air Portugal 3961 heavy.
I was too late to
Lisbon
give them the
Portugal
clearance to
118.9
land.
or 5. Air
I had
Portugal
to send them go
3961
around.
heavy.
This is what happens in single runway setup
Air Portugal 401
airports.
power on
I was busy
502.
talking to you and I forgot that maybe I need to clear them to land, so well, sorry.
Going around Air Portugal 3961
Yeah, going
heavy.
around. See you later. Come back again. Try another time. Maybe I'm awake then. Air Portugal 3961 Heavy. I'm sorry, but your controller just fell asleep at the wheel, so. Air Portugal 1013, runway 02, clear to land. KLM 90 Zulu, runway 02, line up behind next landing aircraft. Air Portugal 89 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 02. How much time? Okay, so I'm already halfway through. The challenge ends at 1 PM, so let's see how I do.
8 Delta Yankee on final 02.
The planes on final constantly, so we need to weave in these departures to get things moving. They do take their time because now they landed or now they started moving. Maybe I need to do this manually, so the second the plane has passed them, I give them permission to line up. I think that's faster that way. This is taking too long for them to line up. I should be vacating soon. KLM 90 Zulu, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 02, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact
Air Portugal
departure.
89 Whiskey
KLM
Papa, runway
90
02, line up behind next landing aircraft. I just told you that it's
Runway 02,
faster manually,
line up behind next landing
but
aircraft.
I already
Air Portugal 89 Whiskey Papa.
did it. Too late. Air Portugal 1013, taxi to terminal. Where is that terminal? Let's see.
Taxi
It's
to
over
terminal.
there. That's not a
Air
problem.
Portugal
Let's see.
1013.
Air Portugal 89 Heavy, runway 02.
Runway 02.
Air Portugal 55 Tango Golf. Standby. Standby. Okay, now we can
Stand
get
by.
landing
Air
clearance.
Portugal 55 Tango Golf.
Air Portugal 401 Papa. Runway 02, clear to land.
Runway 02,
This is what I'm talking about. Constant stream of arrivals, and we have planes on queue. This is nice and interesting, and a little bit stressful. I'm feeling the stress. They should start lining up soon. Okay, you're requesting push and start. Air Portugal 55 Tango Golf. Pushback approved. I expect runway 02. Ryanair is the next one.
Air Portugal 55 Tango Golf.
They're lining up. That's nice. That's nice. Come on, come on. Get off the runway, you absolute sack of peanuts. How slow can these pilots maneuver this aircraft from the runway? Come on, vacate already. Pilot. Air Portugal 890 Whiskey Papa. Runway 02 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Now I do it manually.
Runway 02
Lining these up
cleared for
after the
takeoff on reaching
Ryanair.
altitude 1000. Contact departure. Air Portugal 89
Air Portugal
Whiskey Papa.
41. No, not 41. Air Portugal 401 Papa, taxi to terminal. And where is the terminal?
Taxi to terminal.
It's
Air
over
Portugal
there.
401 Papa.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. However, the next plane is
Lisbon
quite
Tower,
close.
Air Portugal 1862 on final 02.
Come on, rotate, you bastard. Air Portugal 89 Whiskey Papa. Come on, rotate, you bastard. You should be at rotate speed already. Come on. Come on. Yes. Ryanair 48 Delta Yankee, runway 02, clear to land. That was cutting it really
Runway
close.
02.
Air Portugal 55 Tango Golf, runway 02.
Runway 02. Air Portugal 55
Echo
Tango
Uniform Papa 421, runway 02, line up and wait. Let's line them up manually.
Runway 02. Line
It's
up and
faster.
wait. Echo uniform Papa 421.
Lisbon ground. Air Portugal 55
Feeling it, I'm
Tango
feeling
Golf
the
ready to
pressure.
taxi.
Feeling the pressure. Are you feeling the pressure? I'm feeling the pressure. The plane's approaching all the time. Come on, line up. And vacate, 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 Ryanair. You should be vacating now. Yes. Turn that nose wheel, turn that nose wheel, come on. How slow can you go? Echo Uniform Papa 421, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 02. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Echo uniform Papa 421.
Ryanair 48 Delta Yankee, taxi to terminal. Air Portugal 143 Papa, runway 02, cleared to land. Yes.
Runway 02 cleared to land.
It's,
Air
you know,
Portugal 143 Papa.
there's not a huge margin. It's doable, but you need to be on top of your game to be able to run it like this.
Air Portugal 243 uniform heavy.
Air Portugal 243 Uniform Heavy, runway 02, line up and wait. Yeah, they have been waiting for some time, and that's why they're asking questions. Do I read them? Yes, I'm reading you loud and clear. There's just a little bit of a queue here.
61 heavy on final 02.
Heavy on final again. They should be vacating soon. Are we able to push these guys back? Yes, we are, I think. Yeah. Air France 67 Golf Papa, pushback approved. I expect runway 02. Yeah.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 02.
We should
Air
have
France 67
vacating.
Golf Papa.
Yes. Because this is so heavy, this takes a long time to... Air Portugal 243 Uniform Heavy, runway 02, clear for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Spool up, you bastard. Come on. They're really close, this is cutting it out. Maybe too close because they're heavy. It takes time for them to get airborne. How close are the arriving aircraft? They are close. This is the heavy we had to send on a go around. We don't want to send them again to go around, so let's see, they're close, they're coming. Air Portugal 143 Papa, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Air Portugal 143 Papa.
Come on. It's taking a long time, obviously, because they're heavy. They're close. We can manage this. We can manage it. They're airborne now. Air Portugal 1862, runway 02, clear to land.
Runway 02,
Yeah.
clear to land. Air Portugal
It's cutting it
1862.
close. Alpine 45 Echo Zulu, runway 02, line up and wait. Let's put in the next
Runway
one.
02, line up
Now
and wait.
they need
Alpine
to
45
get
Echo
off
Zulu.
because we don't want to send these
Air France 6
going around again.
Short of taxiway Juliet.
They're
Air
getting off
Portugal
now.
143 Papa.
Let's send the next one. Alpine 45 EZ Zulu. Alpine 45 Echo Zulu, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Negative, unknown command.
Yeah, I know it's
Alpine
unknown
45
command.
Echo
Come
Zulu.
on, give me a break. You
Runway
don't have
02,
to
cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude
nitpick on
1000,
everything.
Contact departure. Alpine 45 Echo Zulu.
We need to clear this plane. Probably if we send them on another go around, they will be
Lisbon ground.
quite low on fuel
Alpine
probably. So
19 Yankee Papa with information, India. Requesting push and start.
we are holding them short because we don't want them to run into Air France. That's why we gave them hold short of command. Alpine 19 Yankee Papa. Pushback approved, expect runway 02. Air Portugal 1862, taxi to terminal. They're airborne. Air Portugal 3961 heavy, runway 02, clear to land. Yes,
Pushback approved.
Plenty of
Expect
time.
runway 02. Alpine 19
where
Yankee
are
Papa.
these going? They're
Taxi
going
to
over there,
terminal.
okay.
Air Portugal 1862.
Let's look at this landing.
Lisbon Tower, Air Portugal 471 Alpha on final 02.
Nice. Welcome to Humberto Delgado. That's really nice. They're here and they are coming here. We want them to hold here. Air Portugal 1862. Hold position. Air Portugal 429, runway 02, clear to land. We have Iberia. Alpine 19 Yankee Papa, runway 02 at November 2. Iberia 31 Papa Papa.
Alpine 19
Pushback approved,
Yankee
expect
Papa.
runway 02. So we want
Iberia 31
these
Papa
to
Papa.
get out first before they come, but we probably can direct them to
Lisbon
continue
ground.
taxi and
Iberia
hold
31
short
Papa
of
Papa with information India. Requesting
Yankee
push and
here, I
start.
think. Yeah, that's fine. Air Portugal 1862, continue taxi, hold short of Yankee.
Continue taxi. Hold short of taxiway Yankee.
Yeah,
Air
that's
Portugal
fine.
1862.
That's what you want to do. That is what you want to do here.
Lisbon Tower.
So
Air
I gave them
Portugal 491 on final 02.
clearance to go ahead and continue taxi, but holding short of Yankee here so that we can clear these towards the runway first.
How do you read? Air Portugal 89 heavy.
Yeah, I'm reading fine. Don't get impatient with me. And then, because we wanted them to continue taxi so that these can taxi back to the gate, so. Radio check, how do you read? Come on, don't be impatient. Air Portugal 89 heavy, runway 02, line up and wait. Air Portugal 429er, taxi to terminal. Air Portugal 89 Heavy, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. This might be...
Taxi to terminal.
This might be... We might have to give them a go-around command. Let's see. They are really close. Yeah. Probably so.
SmartJet 53 Quebec ready to taxi.
Probably so.
Air Portugal 27 Papa Lima on final 02.
Or maybe
Lisbon ground.
they have time.
Lufthansa 22 Alpha with information India requesting push and start.
Let's see. Come on, get on with it. They're really close.
Lisbon ground. SmartJet 53 Quebec ready to taxi.
Should rotate any second now. Air Portugal 471 Alpha, runway 02, clear to land. Now, Air Portugal 471 Alpha, runway 02, go round, contact departure.
Negative. Altitude is low.
Yeah,
Air Portugal
I was too
471
late on
Alpha.
that one.
Lisbon departure on 118.905. Air Portugal 471 Alpha. Good day.
Alpine, no. Air Portugal 55 Tango Golf, runway 02, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 02, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Air Portugal 55 Tango Golf.
SmartJet 53 Quebec, runway 02 at November 2.
Runway 02 at November 2. SmartJet 53 Quebec.
Air Portugal 1862, continue taxi. Let's continue them, where are they going?
Continue
Over
taxi.
there. Okay, that's
Air
no
Portugal
problem.
1862.
Lufthansa 22 Alpha, pushback approved, they expect runway 02. How close are they?
Pushback approved.
Can they
Expect
get
runway 02.
off the ground before they...
Lufthansa 22 Alpha.
If we do have to send another plane on a go-around, that would be tragic. We have
Around
2
Air
go-rounds
Portugal
already on this
471 Alpha.
challenge. How much time do we have?
Lisbon
14
Tower.
minutes,
Line
16
2,
minutes.
Quebec Yankee on final 02.
Let's see. This is cutting it quite close again. It should rotate soon. Air Portugal 4901, runway 02, clear to land. Yes.
Runway
To send
02.
another
Clear to
go
land.
around.
Air Portugal 4901.
Air France 67 Golf Papa, runway 02, line up and wait. Alpine 19 Yankee Papa, stand by. Iberia 31 Papa, stand by.
Runway 02. Line up and wait. Air France 67 Golf Papa.
It's busy.
Stand by.
I think I'm on top of everything. However,
Stand by.
2 times I
31 Papa
had to send a plane on a go-around. Well, that's not a mistake, that's a normal procedure. Obviously you want to avoid that, but it's a safe procedure and sometimes ATCs need to do that, so it's not a problem. Obviously we don't want to do them if we don't have to, so
Lisbon ground. Lufthansa
Lufthansa
22
ready to
Alpha
taxi.
ready to taxi.
soon. Air France 67 Golf Papa, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. And
Runway 02. Clear to
Approach,
take off on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Air France 67 Golf Papa.
Lufthansa 22 Alpha, runway 02. Air Portugal 68 Delta Charlie, pushback approved, I expect runway 02. Rotating.
Pushback approved. Expect
Air Portugal
runway
27
02.
Papa Lima,
Air
runway
Portugal
02,
68
clear to
Delta
land.
Charlie.
I'm doing it. Absolutely doing it.
Lisbon ground. Air Portugal 68 Delta Charlie with information.
Alpine 19 Yankee Papa, runway 02, line up and wait. Alpine 190 Yankee Papa, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Air Portugal 68 Delta Charlie, runway 02.
Charlie.
Air Portugal 72 Golf Hotel, pushback approved, I expect runway 02.
Pushback approved, expect
Air
runway
Portugal 27
02.
Papa Lima, taxi to terminal.
7.
Rotated. Beeline to Quebec Yankee, runway 02, clear to land. I have 10 minutes to so that I've cleared the challenge. They're going there, they're going over there. Okay.
Push and start.
Alpine 48 Tango Kilo, runway 02, clear to land. I think I can make it. Just need to be careful to the very end because it's easy to make mistakes if you lose focus. Swiss 8 Delta Zulu, pushback approved, I expect runway 02. Look at this, just a small aircraft. Just a small aircraft coming. Look at this, there's heavy behind it and huge jets here, and this is just a small, very teeny tiny little aircraft in this huge airport. Oh, there they go, having a great time in this Humberto Delgado Airport. Oh, you're such a tiny aircraft. But you get to fly too. They're vacating now. Smartjet 53 Quebec, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Lufthansa 22 Alpha, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. I need to hold a bit. This plane already had one go around. This time we need to land them. After they are rotating, we can give them clearance. Not a problem at all. Humberto Delgado. Nice one, this airport is. Such a nice feeling playing this. Air Portugal 471 Alpha, runway 02, clear to land. Such a nice feeling playing this airport, especially because I was just here myself in real life. I had a trip to Lisbon, and what a nice airport. Yeah, I think we have time to send a few planes still. We should be able to send a few planes before the end of the challenge, and if we are careful and stay focused to the very end, we can clear this challenge without any mistakes, so need to stay focused. Get off the runway, Air Portugal. Come on. Get off. Do it already. Air Portugal 68 Delta Charlie. Runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. There's some stadium over there. I think that's the football stadium for some Lisbon football team. Write in the comments if you know. And if you're a football or soccer fan, let me know also. Apparently there's some very famous Portuguese soccer player. Have you heard of him? Air Portugal 471 Alpha, taxi to terminal. Air Portugal 72 Golf Hotel, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Air Portugal 754 Alpha, pushback approved, I expect runway 02.
Pushback approved, expect runway 02.
Go time 2039 Heavy, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 02.
Swiss 8 Delta Zulu, runway 02, line up and route.
Contact departure.
Air Portugal 782, runway 02 at November 2. How far is the next arrival?
Line up and wait.
Quite far.
Swiss 8 Delta
We do have time to send the Swiss plane. Air Portugal 754 Alpha, runway 02 at November 2. Swiss 8 Delta Zulu, runway 02, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. I think we do have enough time to land the next plane as well. And how much time do we have? We've done the challenge. We're 1 minute past already. But let's wait. Let's wait for the rotation of this Swiss plane and we can then end the challenge there. One Swiss rotate. We would have been able to land. Yes, they rotated, so we would have been able to land that plane. So here we are. The challenge is officially done. I enjoyed it. What a nice airport this is. Let's go and check the scorings. We had 47 airplane movements in 1 hour and 10 minutes, so that's quite a lot for a single runway airport. It's I think it was like 42 per hour, so 22 successful landings and 25 successful takeoffs. I enjoyed this challenge. Lisbon, Humberto Delgado Airport, a really beautiful airport, interesting layout. I hope you enjoyed this episode as well, and I hope to see you soon with my next episode, so please be sure to subscribe to get notified for my next episode. Meanwhile, you can check out my previous ones. There's pretty awesome challenges there as well, so go check them out, and I hope to see you soon again.